Hello, good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to all of you who's joining me for today. Welcome to Life Coaching Access, your daily access for with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. Life Coach Philippines is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneur, a bona fide institute for mental health that's based in Dallas, Texas, USA. And Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individual experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. If you want to know more about the international coaching classes and services, please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for further assistance. I am Coach Shaun for Inner Game, bringing out the in me. Knowing thyself is the beginning of wisdom, and the more you know about yourself, the more intentional you're going to be with your decisions in life, the decisions that you make in life, and being able to make the right decisions for your relationship, for your work, and all of the areas of your life as of today. And your access with me is every Friday at 10 a.m. And for my segment today, I will be sharing to you as we continue with the month of February, the discipline of men in the relationship. And today I'm going to talk about friendship and learn how to discipline yourself as a man on how to live your mission in full of joy, full of love, full of meaning, full of fulfillment. And I think for men, that's what we really want. We want to be able to provide, to our families, and also being able to fulfill or complete our mission as we move ahead in our life until such time that God calls us and we finish our mission, and that's the thing that brings out the fulfillment that we have. So please tag your friends in the comment section below. Just write down their names in there and invite them to join us in our conversation. You may also like to share this FB Live to your timelines, share it to your groups, to your group chats, to your pages, so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. All right. So thank you very much, Master Coach Jasmine. Maraming salamat. And my better half as well is joining me for today. Ayan siya. At tinutulungan niya ako on everyday activities as we go along in our journey. All right. So let's be intentional when you join our classes or our sessions. We have a lot of coaches doing this inside Life Coach PH. So if you want to get more, if you're looking for more contents, if you're looking for more learnings, more knowledge for you to be able to level up yourself, just search in Life Coach PH. Just utilize the search button there and search for topics or ideas that you have. May makahanap kayo dyan. I'm sure that you'll get a lot of contents in there that would really help you or allow you to move forward in your life. So let's be intentional. Hashtag pack my bag moment are the moments where you found what you are looking for. Ayan, di ba? You found what you are looking for. And it's something that you go through the seminar or you go to trainings and you had that aha moment and you find out, yeah, that is it. That's the thing that I was looking for. That's the thing that I was, and trying to find out, figure out, or get an answer with. So utilize that. Hashtag pack my bag moments. Post that in your timeline. Post that in your page. Utilize that for someone, for us to be able to bless someone as well in the process. You learn and you teach someone to learn in the process. You're sharing with them the things that you realize, the things that you've gathered, the things that you've found answer with, and this is something that would help you. So put this hashtag in your timeline when you post in your hashtag pack my bag moment, so that at least I can take a look at it as well and see what are the things that you learn, because I learn in the process as well. That's something that benefits each and every one of us. All right. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're watching me, if this is the first time, you're probably watching me on a shared link. I am Coach Shaun. I'm a professional life coach certified from the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneur. I'm also a mental health coach, and our institute is a bona fide institute for mental health that's based from Dallas, Texas, USA. And one of my strengths is humor. I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. I love to tease people, to bring them smiles. And it just puts, life in a lighter note. At times you get too serious with a lot of different things happening in this world. But when we're able to, lighten them up a little bit, have them have fun on the small little things. And it is said that for those people who have humor, they're the most confident people. And this is a skill, by the way. Humor is a skill that you can, practice. It's something that you can hone. It's something that you can develop. And people who laugh at themselves, they laugh at situations, allows them to be more confident and have that positive self-esteem with how they see themselves. Most people, I remember back then when I was still in the corporate, I was too stiff because I felt that people are judging me on the things that I do. And eventually, when I got certified as a life coach, when I went on a journey of transformation, I've realized that this is one of the greatest strengths that I have. The greatest gift that I have been given is to just, see life as simple as it is. So if you are someone who wants to, level up, you want to be able to have that confidence in you, just be humorous about the life, be humorous about yourself. But of course, you need to utilize this in the right time. Even at times your joke is so corny, people would laugh at you, not at your jokes. All right. And I've been doing this coaching profession full time since I left the corporate world back in 2019. I've been in the life coaching profession, I think, for more than 2 years now. I'm the corporate world in the call center industry for 14 years. So there's a transition there. Back then, before I left the corporate world, I was a director for one of the biggest call center here in the Philippines, and I was fortunate enough to be blessed in there. Getting promoted every 2 to 3 years. So that is something that I'm super super proud about. And thinking about it, I think my humor was the one that propelled me towards getting that promotion. And I am on a mission. My mission is to help 1 million men who are longing to move from wandering to wondering. Maybe you are this person right now who's trying to move from left to right, trying to find out what their mission, their purpose in life. Maybe you're someone who's trying have this, feeling inside of you that you cannot explain, you cannot articulate, but you know that you're longing for something and you want to move to a space of wondering where you have clear direction or clear focus on where you want to go, what do you want to do, and why you do what you do in the first place. Come and join me. I would want to help the future generations. I want to help the future generations and learning not in the normal setting on which the school system teaches what education is. I want to revolutionize that, and I want to change that in a way that the teachers, the one who's teaching, are the one who had that life experience that they can transfer that experience to the students so that they can understand the reality of life, and they can be, stay inspired and stay motivated, and they can welcome that the pains that they've experienced, the suffering that they experience is part of life, and that's what makes us so different to other things in this world, because that's what makes us human. And if we're able to instill that humanity in the heart of the future generation, and you have a big part of that as someone who are in that stage right now, maybe you're in your mid 30s, late 30s, 40s, you've experienced everything already, you've passed all of the things already, and you're someone who has the heart to help these people, this future generation, to live a better life that we have. Maybe you don't have a kids. Maybe you don't have planning of having a kid. Maybe you're someone who has mga inaanak or mga pamangkin, and you want to be able to help this. Come and join me. Come and join me here in this mission. I want to help these people. I want to help this future generation to live a better life, like the one that I'm doing now with my son and my daughter as well, who's my daughter is living her why, and my son is finding his why right now. So it's a beautiful thing. You're able to see them really grow on and move towards understanding what they are born, what they ought to be doing or born to be doing in this world. All right. So let me just do a recap from last month, first week of February. I talk about the discipline of purity, and the discipline of purity talks about how an individual as a man we need to stay pure and what are the things that we need to do. I've shared 7 points in there, which is what you see in the screen right now. If you want to get a deeper understanding of what the discipline of purity is, just go back and search that in Life Coach PH, and go back. It was, the live was done back in February 5th. So that was the discipline of purity. Um, Last February 12th, I talked about the discipline of marriage, especially for married men out there. I think I saw Leonard there. Thank you, Leonard, for joining. Coach Nilo is joining. Thank you. Maraming salamat. Coach Candy, Coach Nords, and Coach Saibel, maraming salamat for joining me. Um, on the 12, I talk about the discipline of marriage and 6 points on how we need to be disciplined as men as far as our marriage is concerned. We need to be committed. We need to live in fidelity, not just infidelity with our spouse, but also infidelity with him, with God. Communication, elevation, the difference, and making sure that we have time and romance for our spouses. At times we feel that time means that we are with them, but really time is about having a deep emotional connection with our spouse and having a spiritual connection as well. That's what the two things that we tend to forget as men, di ba? We get too focused on the physical connection and nawawala yung emotions and spiritual connection. And sorry, and last week I talked about which is dear to me, the discipline of fatherhood, and I talk about 8 points for you on the do's and the don'ts of being a father, because the role of a father is so powerful. We are like gods for our children. They see us, they look up to us, and they mirror us as well. Di ba mirroring, ganun yung parenting, ganun yung nangyayari doon. And that is something that as parents, as father, we need to be able to be mindful of what we allow our children to see and what we allow our children to experience, because whatever they experience as they move ahead, as they grow on with their life, as they progress in their life, that is something that will be instilled to them, and they would be able to do that as well for the future generation. So if you have experienced a not so good experience when you were growing up, maybe you're someone who had this challenge growing up with your dad, with your mom, and if you want to change that, then you need to change yourself first. So changing yourself changes the future. That is it. You it's it's not rocket science, but it's simple, but it's hard. It's really difficult for us to change ourselves because of the pains that we have. But pain and suffering is so wonderful, because when you're able to understand it, you're able to utilize it and keep yourself inspired and motivated to continue on and help other people. All right, so let's move on towards the discipline of friendship. Take a moment to take a look at this picture. This is a picture. I think I was in grade school back here. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's in elementary. This is a picture of me back then when I was a little small guy. Yeah, that's pogi, no? Pogi. Type in the comment there, pogi. No, joke, joke lang. That was me. And when I saw this picture, it's here by the way. It's an old picture, really really old picture. I scanned it. I realized that when I was growing up, I was going through my life, I didn't really had that friend that I can really connect with on a long term. I mean, I had a best friend when I was in high school. High school back then, but eventually that relationship got broken, and that got tainted because of a lot of different things that's happened. But mostly the reason why our friendship, the my best friend, we didn't push through with that connection is because of a girl. O di ba yung mga babae diyan talaga nakakasira ng pagkakaibigan? That's what happened to me. And eventually after that traumatic experience for me, I decided not to allow a lot of people in my space, because I feel that if I continue to do that, that would hurt me in the process. People would just leave you eventually, especially if they see something great in you, tas gusto din nila, tas hindi nila makuha. So gagalit, iinisin ka. No, maiinis sa'yo, maiinggit sa'yo. I think that's a word, envy, in there. People get envious about what you have. And ikaw lang naman, nag-enjoy ka lang naman, di ba? You're just enjoying the things that you have, and you're enjoying other people and the relationship that you're building with them as well. So that one took a toll in me. Then eventually, wala na, close. I have so super, super few people that I share my deeper thought, my innermost thoughts, my deepest feelings. Super, super konti lang. Before I got certified as a life coach, the only person that I've shared with yung deep, deep, deep thoughts ko talaga yung asawa ko, si Coach Tin. She's the only person. For most of the time, um, you know, hindi naman secret to. I've went through, my wife and I went through a moment where I philandered, there was infidelity in the relationship. But yung deep conversations talaga, na I'm able to share my thoughts and my feelings, sa asawa ko talaga nabibigay yan. And I've realized that experience that I have, going through the experience of my best friend, being envious of me, took a toll in the way that I see friendship. Na yung conversation namin, mabababaw lang talaga. I never share anything to other people because I feel that they would utilize that to be envious, and they would not, things would change. So mababaw lang in surface conversation that I have. 3 years ago, I got to learn or to know more about, Decap Coffee Republic. You guys know Decap Coffee Republic, diba? Being, my wife is in a transition phase, and she wanted to do a career shift. So she found Decap Coffee Republic Life Coaching, and we went in there. And eventually we made the decision, or she made a decision, and I made a decision to get certified as a life coach. And long and behold, being in a space where I'm so stiff, I don't want to allow other people to enter my life, to enter my inner being, to know what my life is. I get to know these people. Now, these are the people that are so, so close and dear to my heart. Now, these people are the people that allowed me to start expressing myself. When you are in the right space, when you are in the right ecology, when you are with the right people that don't see, yung hindi nakikita yung kasamaan mo, they see the greatness in you. They start honing you, they start nurturing you, they start helping you to bring out your original design. And your original design is a person that loves, period. Our original design, every one of us have this design of loving others. But because of the past experiences that we had, because of the pains and sufferings that we had, we tend to, box ourselves, our hearts, so that no other um, bad feelings or bad experiences go through that. And that's something that every one of us is not accepted. Even I'm not accepted there. I've experienced time and again getting hurt by other people. Even especially sa workplace, ang dami niyan, di ba? Di ba? And that is something that you realize, that is something that um, would put you in a space that you would rather be alone rather than talking to people. I most of my time I'd rather be alone. I'd rather not talk to anyone else because I feel that people would not really understand what I'm going through. And some people would just judge you na bakit ka naman why would you feel that way? You're very successful in your career. You're married, you have kids, you have a great house, you have a car. Why would you feel that way? And these are some of the questions that, as much as possible, I would rather avoid and not have that conversation. Ayan. So, before mag-move on ako, salamat po sa mga comments nyo. O, di ba? Pogi, super coach yan. Pain points. Yeah, true, true. Right ecology matters. I love being in this space. Right ecology, yeah. It's really the right ecology. And as I journeyed ahead, I realized how important it is that you are in the right ecology for you to be the best version of yourself. Kaya lang nga kasi yung pain is the one that's really hindering us from being out the best in us. But when you are in the right space, and these people, the smiles that you see in there, these people I depend on and I rely on to really be in the space of understanding, and that at times I am at my worst, but during my best they celebrate me, but they don't tolerate me when I'm at my worst. And that is the value of friendship. The value of friendship doesn't come, it's not measured when what they give to you, the material things. Hindi siya doon. Friendship is measured towards how these people see you when you are at your worst. That is the value of friendship. Because at times we get to connect friendship na dapat maganda lahat. Everything is doing okay. Everything is fine. Na wala dapat issue and so on and so forth. But that's not really what friendship is all about. Friendship is about being able to see these people and, hold hands with you and not let go of the rope, whatever happens. Because the heart that you have as an individual, as a person, is there for it to grow, for it to inspire others too, for it to be better, to allow more people in there, allow more space in there to be great. What does a friendship look like? Well, you guys see this picture. I hope you're able to see it. It's a little bit blurry to me. This is my better half, Coach Tin. And before we went through the relationship coaching, I think that was the relationship coaching. I thought that your spouse needs to be your best friend. Di ba dapat ganun best friend yon? Pero iba-iba pala yon. We need to be taking a look at it on a different perspective of how about our spouses. And friendship is that you and the other person think alike. That is friendship. Not the same. You're not thinking the same. You just think alike. It's actually opposite of it. Let me rephrase that. Friendship is that it's not that you think alike. Yeah, friendship is not that you think alike. It's actually the opposite. Similar naman siya. What you do share in a friendship is you have a similar worldview. You have a similar approach to it. You have a same battle cry, and you have the same alignment. That's what friendship is all about. Friendship is being in a space where you fight the same thing. Not maybe not the same thing, similar things. And na-realize ko during the past 2 years of being a certified life coach and going through the coaching process, I realized that one of the reasons why I so love my wife, by the way, sana nakita yung asawa ko yun, nagtatrabaho doon, is because we have the same fight, we have the same experiences, we have the same pain, we have the same sufferings, and that connects us in a way not just on the human aspect of it, but also in the spiritual aspect. And a friendship, what does a friendship look like? It means that you agree on the same authority. That is what friendship look like. That at the end of the day, when you take a look at it, the authority in your life, for me anyway, and for my wife anyway, it's God. Di ba? And we believe what the Bible is saying. That is the authority. And in your life as well, there are people that, becomes the authority in there that you need to follow. You need to bring yourself in humility and obedience. If you want to be better, then you need to follow that authority, which both of us has. A friendship looks like that you know the same God. Sabi ko nga yun, same God. We know the same God. We pray the same. We reflect on the same thing. We reflect on the Bible. So you have um, the same God. Number three is a friendship looks like you're going the same way. You have a clear path of where you're going. Maybe it's not clear of how you're gonna do it, but your why is so clear that whatever happens, you are gonna continue to progress in that. A friendship looks like you are long for the same things. You long for the same things. You want the same thing. You want a better life. You want a better future. You want your children to live a better life than you do. You don't want your children to experience the same pains and sufferings that you have. And this is what friendship is. And for most of the people that you're seeing in the screen there, thank you, great Graciela Hilario. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate that you joining. Invite some friends in here. You are in the right space. So salamat. And for what the people that you see here who's posting in there, the coaches, those are my friends. Those are the people that have the same path as I do, have the same view as I do. And what friendship looks like is when you dream of the same future. When you dream of the same future, and this is one of the biggest realization that I have, and the reason why a lot of marriages fail is because they don't have this vibe. Because if it's not clear for the individuals on where they're going, what the authority is, the future that they want to see, it will not work. Same goes with friendship. If you are in the wrong space and it's not being aligned, then you're always going to have that problem in there. You're always going to have challenges because you have different worldview. And if you want to hone that marriage of yours, that relationship of yours, your relationship with your children, you need to be able to have a deeper understanding of these 5 points. And that's where life coaching really comes in. All right? So what's the discipline of friendship? I'll give you 7 points here for you to ponder. And think about how you are currently utilizing this as you progress in your life. These disciplines, some might work for you, some might not work for you. Just choose what works for you. Sabi nga sa Bible, di ba, test everything. You need to test everything and see what works. Now, as men, for those men who's watching, we get used to not having a deeply rooted friendship. Hindi deeply rooted yun. Mabababaw lang, like I've shared a while ago. We try to avoid to be vulnerable. Hindi lang nga try eh. At all cost. We avoid at all costs not to be vulnerable and would rather be isolated about how we feel about in life. Si Leonard, din yan si Leonard. I'm not sure if some men are watching in there. We tend to isolate ourselves, not sharing anything to other people. And there's nothing wrong there because at the end of the day, di ba, ang dami natin pinagdaanan ng pain and suffering. But isolation kills. No, not even being able to share things to your spouse, to the people that you trust, will only, ignite some of the things in your heart, and eventually, one day you'll explode, and you get surprised what happened in your life, what happened in your. Let me just fix this. Sorry. What happened in your life, and that is something that usually happens because hindi natin na-share yung gusto natin. All right. So my hope for you is you would be able to have a realization of what the discipline is. Maybe you're doing this already. If not, you can start practicing. All right. So number one, discipline of friendship for men, and maybe for women or two. You could learn probably something here. Number one, of course, pray. Pray. Pray for opportunities to expand our capacity for friendship. I'm not the type of person who prays. Not intentionally anyway. I only pray when things are not going well. This was back then when I was still in corporate. I was a Christian before, then I converted into a Catholic, if you're going to talk about religion. But I believe in the Bible. That's what I do. That's what I believe in. We need to pray for opportunities to expand our capacity. Going through the journey of life coaching, I realized that my heart was so stiff that I only allowed people in my hands for them to know me. Even my parents don't know what's happening in my life. Some of the things that I've experienced, my wife doesn't know. That's a reality of it. Kasi sinosuppress natin yung mga experiences na yun because it's painful. But as I progress in coaching, I realize how important it is for you to know thyself because knowing thyself is the beginning of wisdom. And that means that you would make the right decision for, creating a better life for the future generations. So continuously pray that there are opportunities for you to expand the capacity to bring in more people into your life. Because these are the people that will eventually allow you to thrive in all of the things that you do. You cannot do it alone. I thought I can, but I can't. Especially if you want to be more, if you want to transform more people. So that's the first discipline. Number two discipline is friendliness. We need to put ourselves in a space that friendship happens. Yan, that's a discipline. How much time do you spend in your desks? Sabihin mo, Coach, pandemic, walang labasan. Hey, come on. You have your phone. Use it. Or your digital, applications in there. Where do you spend most of your time? Do you spend most of your time doing things alone? Or do you talk to people? Do you have a conversation? Do you chat them? Do you say hi to them? Be intentional and put yourself in a space where you will open, or we will start, having friends in there. That is friendliness means that you're intentional finding people that you can make friends with. Number three, discipline is work. Do the work and be intentional and place importance with the people. You know, since I'm not the type of guy who needs, I really don't like reaching out to people. Something I'm not used to. Most in my corporate world, people go to me because they need something from me. Because I'm the planner, forecaster, scheduler, real time management. So they need a lot from me. So I got used to people coming to me. But I realized because there's a new stage or new season in my life in life coaching, and you need to be able to expand yourself, you need to start doing the work on reaching out and creating relationship with others. Because hindi kayang ikaw lang eh. You cannot just sit in your desk and not do anything. So for men out there, I'm not just talking about limiting yourself with other people. Think about the relationship you're having with your children. Or hindi mo na kailangan lumayo eh, your spouse. Like how often do you have a conversation with her and really talking to her about things? Because that one really matters, and having that connection with them, not hindi lang nga emotionally, also spiritually. Connect. Work on it. Every single day, work on that. Number four is affirmation. What we tend to forget is to affirm our friends. Master Coach A has been teaching us how to be thankful and be in a space of gratitude to people. Just sending them a note. Yung ginawa niya nga ngayon to help us do it, take action, is to order something at the Coffee Republic at ipadala sa kaibigan mo dito sa Metro Manila. How beautiful is that? Being given an opportunity to do it. Coach Nords, Coach Cherry, who else? Coach Seibel are from Baguio. They're from the northern part of the Cordilleras. Yung nga sinasabi niya. And they are able to affirm others by sending this gift, by ordering. Simple thing, but it's so powerful. Send them something to compliment them, something to be of gratitude, send them something that would make them feel great, and be honest about it. That's four. Number five is listen. And this is five. The number five discipline of friendship is to listen and make the other people feel he or she is the most important person during that time. Full focus. Full attention. Times ang dami mong ginagawa, nag-check ka ng telepono, check ka ng laptop, nagbasa ka nito, and so on and so forth. Multitasking, multitasking is a myth. That's not true. So, be focused in there, listen, and be there. Whatever happens. Number six, acceptance. Accept the flaws. But first and most important is you need to accept your flaws first before you can accept others. I mean, people are not perfect. They will make mistake, and sometimes you won't like it, and that's okay. Be grateful for their life. We get too critical at times that we forget how valuable it is. That friendship is about growth. Friendship is about being who you are in the process, not the end result. So keep your focus in there. Accept the flaws of individuals, but most importantly, accept your flaws because you are not perfect. All right? And last but not the least, hospitality. Yan. Be welcome to others. Be generous and have a conversation. Be generous means having a really deep conversation with other people. Nakikipag-usap ka talaga. Hindi lang yung andong ka just for the sake of being there. That you're really there conversing, having deeply rooted connection, having a deeper understanding of what the future looks like. And maybe this person would be able to help you. Maybe this person would be able to support you. Maybe this person would be able to be with you in your cause. Right now, my wife and a lot of people here are inside Master Builder Apprentice, learning how to be a master builder. And it's beautiful because you're able to have a deeper understanding of why they do what they do and the mission that they do in your life. And it keeps them focused, it keeps them clear of the things that are most important and valuable to them, and why, the meaning behind why they do what they do. That is something that we need to continuously practice and be hospitable about it in having these conversations, because this one would really change the way how you see friendship. Now, some of this seven are not easy, but it's possible. You can achieve it. And maybe you're in a stage of your life right now where you're trying to figure out and wander from left to right and figuring out how things would work. I would like to invite you to join me. This is a powerful program, from wandering to wandering coaching program. I've learned for the last 2.5 years that for us to be able to have clarity on what we need to do, we need to know thyself first. When we know thyself, we make better decisions in our life. Getting clarity, gives us knowing us what we need to do in life, and would allow us to keep focus and be intentional on where we invest our time, money, and relationship on. If you are someone right now who's still trying to figure out what you wanted to do, where you wanted to go, ano, join me in this program. It's a 1 year program, and you will have the necessary tools, skills, and knowledge for you to live the life that you were born to do and you ought to be doing. And I tell you how fulfilling it is. I tell you how fulfilling it is for you to be able to be in that space where everything is just pure joy. It's so joyful. And the people that you have as well would celebrate with you because they are on the same path. They have the same, heart for this, for the future generation. So if this is something that you wanna explore, I offer a complimentary coaching session. It's a free session. Just connect with me. The number is there, 0917-569-4200. Let's have a conversation. Maybe I'm not the coach that you want. Maybe it's another coach that you feel that would help you. I'll endorse you to them. But let's have a conversation. Let's see how I can support you in this session. All right? So I'll just leave you with this three reflection question now. Um, Write it down if you want to. What is friendship to you? Like, what is real friendship? Not the surface level friendship. What is friendship really to you? And in what ways are you developing a deeper connection with a friend? Like right now, as of this moment, how do you develop it? How do you hone it? How do you nurture it? Those are some of the critical aspects that we need to come into a space of awareness and understanding. And lastly, where do you spend most of your time with? And are you making connections? Are you intentional in making connections? Are you intentional on building connection? For me, I always consider that friendship is like having an extended family. Because when you have this mindset that the friends that you have that are close to you are part of the family, this is just me saying, you know, at the end of the day, you would continuously fight for them. Would continuously support them. Even at times that they're not themselves. Nagwawala at nawawala. You will continue to be moving on, supporting them, holding the rope with them until such time that you're able to achieve or be the best version of themselves. Because when you're able to have that kind of mindset that they are part of the family, you'll never let go. Look, like as a dad, di ba, yung mga tatay, kahit anong kasama yung mga anak natin, susuportahan pa rin natin. We would still support them because it's our blood, our own blood. And if we have the same mindset as well, we have the same belief that we are all brothers and sisters, it just makes life easier and not complex. It can happen. Pwede siya mangyari. Proven time and again, I've seen it, I've felt it, I've experienced it. And it's a wonderful feeling to just enjoy relationship when things are doing well and when things are not doing well. Dalawa po siya. Hindi lang yung pagkakaibigan, maganda ang nangyayari. Meron din pong hindi magaganda. But that's what friendship is all about. not letting go of the rope, holding on so that you can allow this person to move past that stage of their life. All right? Thank you very much for joining me. For next month, for the month of March, I'm gonna talk about fatherhood for next month. Join me every Friday at 10 a.m. I think we have about 4 weeks to talk about. I'm gonna talk about fatherhood and tune in for that. I'm gonna talk about how it is for us to be able to thrive as dads. For the ladies out there, maybe you can learn a thing or two as well. For the singles, maybe you're looking for someone, for a man that would, be the right person that would allow the future generations to support you. Just join me every Friday at 10 a.m. That's gonna be my segment for my team for next month. We're gonna talk about fatherhood. All right. So later, I would like to invite you, if you want to gain more time, you only have 24 hours in a day, but at times we need more time in there. If you want to be able to plan and prioritize each day efficiently and productively, plan your meetings more efficiently, and understand your time wasters, join me later at 4 p.m. There's no monetary investment. This is a coaching workshop that I'm doing. Just let me know, message in there if you want to join. We'll share to you the link so that you can register. 4 p.m. later, we'll start on time because we're talking about how to gain more time. Di pa ang pangit naman yung mag-a-attend ka dito tas late ka? Come in at 4 o'clock. We'll start at 4 to respect everyone's time there. So just join me, register if you want. 4 p.m. po yan. Join, invite friends. So you want to create friendship, invite them. Come invite them so that we can create more friendship in there. And lastly, for the certified life coaches from the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs, please register. Or if you're not inside the upscale, please join us. Bukas to. It has been rescheduled. Dapat ngayong gabi siya, but we've rescheduled it. To give our heart of master coach is to invite a lot of people, especially if you're a certified life coach from the safe emotional space for your coaching clients. This is very, very critical for your profession as a life coach. So join in, invite your friends. Yan, andyan si Coach Cybel. Coach Cybel, join ka mamaya. Please join. It's gonna be a powerful segment. I tell you, yung bayad mo is well worth it. For those other coaches as well who's watching na hindi kayo enrolled, please, just ito lang, enrollan nyo lang to. Go to the upskill, connect with any of the CMs in there. It's a upskill exclusive. It's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you have any questions, please connect with Coach Rosel at 0917-586-1661. Again, this is for exclusive for certified life coaches from the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneurs. All right. So thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, if you want to talk to me more, or maybe you just have some question in there that you need answer, you may message me at 0917-569-4200 or email me at coachshaundehoya@gmail.com. All right. So as we end today's episode, let me invite you to visit our coaching hub, Decap Coffee Republic. It's located at Pioneer Center Compound along Pioneer Road, corner Bixton and United Street, Capitolio, Pasig City. It's just across Bayanihan Center. And if you are not in Metro Manila, but if you want to bless other people, just contact Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. Mag-order po kayo, padala nyo po doon. There's a lot of freebies, excuse me, inside Decap Coffee Republic. Madami pong freebies doon. You get a lot of different things in there that would just really, magagamit mo siya and you would bless other people with the food. Our coaching hub is physically open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. only, but we have virtual operation, which is 24/7. And we offer coaching services on demand, any time of the day, any time of the week. Please connect with Coach Rizal through 0917-586-1661 for your coaching needs. And thank you very much for joining me. Marami pong salamat. Thank you for the engagement. Thank you, guys. You just bring me joy every time I do this on a Friday at 10 a.m. I super appreciate the comments and the sharing and the invites as well for those who's watching. Make friends, be intentional. I'm in the journey. Hindi siya madali for me. It's super challenging. 14 years in the corporate world, people, reaching out to you and shifting that towards you reaching out to people is something so difficult, but it's so magical for me. Ang ganda ng feeling. And join us. Join coaching community as well. Be in the space where you're celebrated but not tolerated. and be in the space where you are going to thrive as an individual. Na hindi ka photocopy or copy ng ibang tao, na ikaw talaga, original ka. All right? So if you want to be in that space, just let us know. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. See you again next week. Labam boom, labam boom, labam boom. Thank you. Bye-bye.